You versus Islam on the White House card would be insane. Would you want to fight at the White House, or?
Why not? I would love to fight in front of the United States of America.
Yeah.
I would love it.
I mean, you versus Patty, I think I think business-wise, it's more realistic for the immediate future, right? I think you think Islam's gonna, do you think if he wins one, he's gonna
come down
or want to fight you?
So.
I think he's gonna want to keep going, right?
Ilia Topuria gave the Nelk boys a lesson in what it feels like to be hit by a true fighter, and it wasn't pretty.
I was like, come on, you're good.
I'm like scared to hit him because I know he's gonna hit him harder.
On a recent live stream, Topuria took on Steiny, Kyle Forgard, and Salim, sending them to the canvas with brutal precision. The whole event was a spectacle for fans, especially when Salim jokingly mentioned Islam Makhachev as his favorite fighter, a comment that sparked a hilarious yet eye-opening sparring session. Topuria made quick work of all three influencers, demonstrating just how lethal his punches are. The Nelk boys got a taste of the kind of power Topuria packs, and it wasn't what they had expected. But what about Topuria's future? As the new lightweight champ, he's now the target of every fighter in the division. After his dominant win over Charles Oliveira at UFC 317, Topuria seems to have a lot of options for his first title defense. He recently spoke about his thoughts on who might be next, mentioning Justin Gaethje as a strong contender. According to Topuria, UFC officials are leaning toward pushing Gaethje for the title shot, which makes sense given Gaethje's recent success. But Topuria also acknowledged that the UFC might try to push for a fight with Paddy Pimblett, a prospect that Topuria is less than enthusiastic about.
I think, yeah, you asked me, I think my opinion, I think Paddy's the fight to make.
Yeah, right now.
Well, pay-per-view wise, you're the champ too, so you want the biggest fight, right?
Yeah, but it's not always.
It's not all about that, yeah.
Always, under my control.
Gaethje's a good friend of mine too.
Yeah.
So I love Gaethje. He's a good friend too.
So you wouldn't give him the title shot?
No, I think he deserves it too, of course. But if I'm being unbiased as a fan, I think the biggest fight is Paddy.
Yeah.
There's no even question about that.
The thing with Justin is that
Topuria's remarks about Pimblett and Gaethje were revealing, as he seemed much more willing to face Gaethje, who has been a staple of the lightweight division for years. Gaethje's resume is impressive, and he's come off 3 solid wins despite his loss to Max Holloway at UFC 300. Topuria, however, doesn't seem to have much interest in the newer face of the division, Paddy Pimblett. While Pimblett has certainly garnered attention, Topuria seems to view him as a less deserving opponent at this stage, especially with the more established Gaethje being available.
Everyone is gonna be like, they're gonna know the result even before the fight.
He's gonna be a huge underdog.
Yeah, he's gonna be a huge underdog, and everyone's gonna know what's gonna happen. In the fight game, everything can happen, but it's like,
yeah,
bro, come on. Come on. Like, I fought with Max, he knocked out Justin Gaethje. I fought with Charles Oliveira, he submit Justin. So it's like, even if you see the path he had with the opponent, you have the answer.
Yeah.
As far as Topuria's take on the weight cut struggles that many fighters face, including Arman Tsarukyan, he was open about the difficulties of staying hydrated during the process. Topuria noted that cutting weight for a fight is a grueling process that leaves you feeling dehydrated and worn out, something he believes Tsarukyan would benefit from understanding. He also mentioned that Tsarukyan needs more experience and work before challenging for the belt again, something that's clearly not on Topuria's radar for his next fight.
I bet. How much weight did you have to cut to make 145?
I had to cut like almost 30 pounds.
What?
Yeah.
And how long would that start?
12 weeks.
So you'd start 12 weeks out losing 30? And then how much do you drop the week of?
The last week, I had to drop 10 kilos, which is like almost 20 pounds. Yeah, 10 kilos.
Arman would be more, I don't think it would be obviously it wouldn't be as big as Paddy. More of a toss-up as a fan. it'd be obviously, I don't know if he'd be a huge underdog like Gaethje, right?
The thing is, first of all, who gives a fuck about him? It's kind of weird, dude.
But if you pull out a day before, you gotta fight someone else. Like I was
100%.
at that fight too, and I was so pumped for that fight. And then the day before, he fucking pulled out, and everyone's like, bro.
And for no reason.
Yeah.
For no reason. For no reason. If you really have a serious reason, I don't know, something that, how could it happen? But you break your hand, you leg, I don't know, something like that. Me, I would go even like that inside the octagon.
But while Topuria's thoughts on Gaethje and Tsarukyan were blunt, he also made it clear that he had no issues calling out other top fighters. His comments about Max Holloway were especially interesting. Holloway, who lost to Topuria in a featherweight title bout last year, has made it clear that he wants a rematch with the new lightweight champ. While Holloway remains the reigning BMF champion, Topuria's knockout of the Hawaiian fighter has left fans questioning whether Holloway still holds any claim to the title.
Do you think he's earned a BMF fight?
Oh, for sure. The UFC didn't put it up, but it just makes no sense.
Topuria didn't mince words when addressing Holloway's comments about the BMF title. After Holloway made some playful jabs about Topuria's use of the belt, Topuria fired back, reminding him that he knocked Holloway out and that Holloway should no longer be considered the BMF after being sent to sleep. Topuria's confidence was palpable as he discussed his victory over Holloway, reinforcing that his knockout of Holloway was decisive and there's no disputing that he's the real BMF in the division.
How about, I guess now, I think Max Holloway said he was like, he doesn't like how you're walking around with the BMF belt and stuff.
That's not my problem. I just knock him out.
Yeah, I guess they're saying that's an option for a
was
rematch too,
his-
but I don't agree with that. Like, you just knocked him out.
I just knock him out.
Yeah.
Like, how you can still being the BMF if I knock you out? I just told you, I point to the ground in the first 10 seconds. You run away. Then I caught you anyways. Then I put you to sleep. And you're still the BMF? How's that?
Lightweight, yeah, I know.
How's that?
Yeah, I don't think he should get a rematch right away.
But it wasn't just Holloway that was in Topuria's crosshairs. He also addressed Khabib Nurmagomedov's recent comments about the lightweight division. Khabib, who once ruled the UFC lightweight division, recently stated that Jack Della Maddalena might pose a tougher challenge for Islam Makhachev than Topuria would. While it's clear Khabib respects Makhachev's abilities, his comments were a nod to Della Maddalena's skill set, which he believes could be more problematic for Makhachev than a fight against Topuria.
Считаю, что Мадалена самый сложный соперник в ислам-карьере. Это мое мнение. Ни Чарльз, никто. Ни один из этих бойцов...
И даже не Илья,
меня,
если бы это бой был бы.
Ну, мое личное мнение, во-первых, Мадалена 2 раза больше, чем Илья.
Сопоставим.
Илья.
Even though Makhachev's wrestling is top-notch, but when it comes to striking, Khabib thinks Della Maddalena's hands are just as dangerous, and he praised the welterweight champion for his improvements in grappling, especially after training with wrestlers. While Khabib's thoughts on Makhachev's upcoming fight were filled with respect, it's clear he sees Della Maddalena as a serious test, one that might be more challenging than some of the other fighters in Makhachev's career.
Илья, он 2 раза больше. Он выше, больше, ноги помощнее, корпус, бокс не хуже. И грэпплинг он возится очень хорошо, если вы смотрели. Ну, для меня, если я буду, например, буду готовить Ислама против Илья или Мадалины, для меня больше будет волновать и волнует Мадалена.
Of course, not everyone shares Khabib's view. Makhachev himself spoke about the upcoming fight with Della Maddalena, acknowledging that the challenge ahead will be difficult, but that he's prepared for it. Lightweight champion is determined to prove that he's the best in the world, and his focus is on becoming a 2-division champion. But Makhachev has also been clear that he doesn't have any particular desire to face Topuria, despite their rivalry heating up over the past year. Makhachev's ambitions lie elsewhere, and that leaves the door open for Topuria to continue building his legacy in the lightweight division without the pressure of facing the former champ anytime soon.
He's a big guy. I think he's going to fill into that weight. He's a really big 155er. So I think he's going to, his lifestyle outside of training camp is going to be a little more comfortable, and he'll fill into that weight class, no problem. He's going to be, he could be champion there for sure.
How do you think he does against JDM?
I think the beginning of the fight is going to tell the story, like how well JDM does at getting up, how well JDM does at keeping Islam off of his feet, off of his legs, off of the cage. It's tough to call that because JDM's a big guy, athletic. I'm excited about that. A lot of fun fights in the future.
On the other hand, Justin Gaethje seems to think that he deserves the next shot at Topuria's belt. Gaethje has been vocal about his intentions to challenge the Georgian fighter, especially after his recent win streak. Gaethje's push for a title shot has been relentless, and he's made his case clear in interviews. He believes his body of work over the past few years, including his victories over Dustin Poirier and others, puts him in prime position to fight for the lightweight title next. Gaethje has made it clear that if the UFC goes in a different direction and offers him a fight against Pimblet, he'll have to reconsider his place in the organization altogether.
Yeah, just one more for you, Justin. Obviously a super interesting time at lightweight right now, a lot going on. This fight will impact things too. Where do you feel you stand? I know you made it clear you wanted a title shot. Are you confident that's coming?
Yeah, I mean, that's the fight that I want. You know, obviously I'm biased. I'm gonna fight for what I feel like I deserve. But he feels the same, she feels the same. We're all biased towards ourselves. It's me or Armin. I believe somebody has to fight him this year, and I think I'm in a better spot than Armin, so someone's gonna fight him. I hope it's MSG, New York City. I get to fight him, and then I get to defend it on the White House lawn. That's what I'm planning for.
Gaethje's sentiments echo a lot of frustrations within the UFC community, where fighters are often at the mercy of matchmaking decisions that may not always make sense. Gaethje has been a staple in the lightweight division for years, and his accomplishments speak for themselves. His concern is that the UFC's focus on newer, marketable fighters like Pimblet could overshadow deserving contenders like himself.
They owe me a championship fight. I'm 3-1. Last 4, they came to my house, begged me to fight Max Holloway on UFC 300. In the time that I did that, Dustin Poirier, who I just beat, got a good win, fought for the belt. The champion's been saying he wants to fight me, and so they could have easily set that up, but they didn't. Then he vacates, and then Oliveira's 2-2 in his last fight, already has a loss to Makhachev, and they bring a brand new guy in, and I get,
As for the BMF title, Holloway is still holding on to it, though it's clear that Topuria feels the title doesn't hold much weight after their fight. Holloway's recent win over Dustin Poirier at UFC 318 only added fuel to the fire of the rivalry between him and Topuria, with fans wondering if a rematch is in the cards. Max Holloway's position in the lightweight division remains strong, and Alexander Volkanovski, Holloway's former rival, thinks that Holloway deserves another shot at Topuria, especially after his recent run in the division. Volkanovski believes Holloway's wins over Gaethje and Poirier solidify his status as a top contender in the lightweight division. However, with Topuria firmly holding the belt, the question remains whether Holloway will get his chance for redemption, or if someone else will step up and take a shot at the champ first.
What do I think's next? Who else? I mean, you got, oh wait, is it gonna be Paddy Pimblet? Well, I mean, Max, I know he just fought him, but now it's in lightweight where they both sort of want to be. You got to think of who Max beat lightweight. You got to go off their lightweight fights, right? Max has beat the Justin Gaethje, who I think is #1 contender, and Poirier, who's just fought for the title. So he's literally beat the 2 top guys, main guys that you need to beat to usually get the title shot. His only fights in lightweight, well, his tear right now, his streak, and against the 2 top guys. You'd say he would be next. You would think so, right? Or your Armin. Obviously, Armin was there. I don't know what's the deal with that. Obviously, Armin Sarukian's probably meant to be the guy. Paddy Pimblet, they did the face-off. Yeah, they did the face-off. There's a bit of bad blood. I don't know if that's happening. I don't know if that's locked in. But if it is, all right, so be it. But I mean, with Max's next fight could probably be for the title. I think that would be fair.
So who do you think should face Ilia next? Do let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe for more MMA content like this.